Good morning. So it has been a very stressful morning, and it's a little after 11 o'clock, and everything that could go wrong went wrong this morning. My husband woke me up early before he left to go to work to tell me that my vehicle was not starting and he wasn't going to have time to jump start it before he left, and he hoped that I didn't have anything important planned today, which I did. I had a lot of things that I had to do today, one of them being the first day of orientation for my new job. I had applied for a school bus driver position, and today is Thursday, which was supposed to be my first day of training, and Friday. But the trainer was super nice. I called them, told him I couldn't make it, and he said that was fine. We'll see you tomorrow, and if you have car problems tomorrow, I'll come pick you up. So that was nice of him to offer to come pick me up. Pretty sure I'll have a working vehicle tomorrow. But also AJ has a cold. He has a really nasty cough, just really bad. So I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to babysit him tomorrow so that I can go to training and he can just stay here. But yeah, so that has been my morning. It's been exhausting. AJ's been super fussy all morning. And I've been trying to get him to take his nap. He finally went to sleep, which we'll see how long he sleeps for. I did get some things done and do my morning routine, which is rare that I can do my morning routine. He hasn't really been taking naps in his pack and play. Like, he used to take naps pretty easily in his bassinet, and I was using the Magic Baby Merlin sleep suit, but he outgrew the one that I had for him, so I got another one of theirs used, and that one, I don't think he likes it. It's not as thick as the one for the babies that aren't able to roll yet, because he can roll. He couldn't use that suit anymore, and it's not the same. The other one, it's not helping him to go down and take his naps. So for a little over a month now, he hasn't really been taking naps in his own bed, and I've had to hold him, and when I hold him, he wants to nap for 2 hours, and I can't sit for 2 hours. Like, I have a lot of things to do. I wish I could. I wish I didn't have a house to clean. I wish I didn't have laundry to do. I wish I didn't have responsibilities other than to just sit and hold him. And my husband, he wouldn't mind if, like, he came home and nothing was done, but for me, it's like, I can't do it. So I am going to do like this really short video here and then get to going with the rest of my day. But I was able to do some stuff for myself. I like to kind of get up early before he gets up, do my Bible reading and prayer, and work out. And usually if I can get up early enough, I can get that done. And then he'll wake up and I can make breakfast with him, and I can do that with him awake. But taking a shower and brushing my teeth is a little bit more challenging, like in this new place specifically, because I can't just put him down. He wants to get into everything, and he doesn't want to sit in his bouncer seat. He doesn't want to sit in that anymore because he wants to be out and about. He's crawling, he's standing, he's getting into things, he's learning how to open drawers, he's learning how to open cabinets. Like, he's busy, and he's probably going to walk soon. He'll be turning a year old in a month. Guys, he'll be a year old on March 3rd, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, my little boy is just growing up, and his little personality is so cute and funny, and you guys probably won't get to see him in the videos at all, because my husband and I decided that we don't want to put his face on social media. We just think it's for the best. But you might see the top of his curly little head, or I might put some videos of him from behind, but he is just doing amazing. He's so funny, and I just love him so much. He just brings me so much joy every day, and even right now, I'm just like, I can't wait till he wakes up so I can hold him and play with him. But he really needed this nap. He's not feeling the best, and I'm glad that he's sleeping in his pack and play right now. So we'll see how long he sleeps, but yeah, so I really can't do anything today because I don't have my vehicle. I'm going to probably try my best to get some more unpacking done. I have gotten a lot done within the time that we've been moved in, And it has been, even the move and the packing was really stressful. I did most all of the packing. I'll say I did 80 to 90% of the packing. My husband did all the moving. He had some help from family and friends. But I didn't do any of the moving. I didn't move anything into the new place. He did all of that. But I did do the packing and unpacking. So I've been getting things organized room by room. Our dining room, which is over to the far left, has been kind of like our unloading hub, I'll call it. So all the boxes and everything have gone in there. And I've been trying to purge. I've been trying to get rid of things. This move has shown me that I am a hoarder in the worst way. I have so many clothes. I did not realize until I was packing things up and my husband was bringing things into the new place. And I'm just like, I have had so much clothing stored away in boxes and containers that it was just easy for me to continue to buy and buy and buy. And I'm always like a sucker for discount clothing. If it's 50% off clearance and there's a really cute top and it's $7, I struggle to say no. But then the problem is that I still have clothes from the last 15 years because I've never had to get rid of any of my clothes because most people get rid of their clothes because they don't fit and they've gained weight or they've lost weight, and that's not been my problem. I've always pretty much stayed the same size for the last 20 years, literally. And I don't have any clothes from my 20s, but I do have clothes from 30 years old, and I'm gonna be 42. So that's a lot of clothing. And my style hasn't really changed, so I still have the same style that I started for myself in my 30s. So every time I go through boxes, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is cute. I never got a chance to wear this, and it's still my style. So I've struggled with getting rid of things thinking, oh my gosh, what if I want to wear this? But then yet I'm still buying new clothes. And why? Why am I doing this? I don't know. I think that there is an issue. I really do. I think that probably I should have gone to therapy if I would have known that I had this problem. I think a lot of it stems from maybe what was going on in my previous marriage that was just causing me to be depressed, and I was using shopping as a way to bring myself some type of temporary joy. And I didn't really realize that I was doing that. And so now I'm trying to figure out what to do to change that, and just praying and asking God to show me like what the deeper rooted issue is, because I do think there's a deep rooted issue in hoarding things and keeping so much stuff that you don't need and having this feeling of I can't let go. And so I have at least 10 garbage bags of clothing that I'm going to be donating. And it's actually really hard for me to do so. I'm even now thinking like, oh my gosh, what if there's something in one of those bags that I am going to miss that I feel like I want to wear? But as long as I put it in the bag and I can't see it, I don't think that it's going to be that big of a deal. The only problem is that I have saved a picture of everything that I've purchased. I've saved the picture of each item on my phone, and I have it organized in my phone. And this is really bad because this is like the only way I could figure out like if I wanted to wear something. I'm like, oh, I gotta look through my phone to see like what kind of outfits I have that I can plan, because my closets were so full. I went from our old apartment that I moved into when I was single after I got divorced. That was a 2 walk-in closet apartment. There was 2 walk-in closets, and when I moved in, I had less clothes than I did after I moved out. And you can imagine having 2 walk-in closets, like how much clothing you can buy and fill it up with. And not only that, but I had totes. After buying more clothes and filling up those closets, I was putting clothes in totes and boxes and like putting them in the garage. And it's really embarrassing, honestly, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed talking about this, but I feel like it's something I need to share because I don't know if anybody else has this problem. So I've decided to get rid of things and minimize my closet. So now that we moved into this new place, we have a lot of storage area for a lot of things. It's a really fantastic apartment, and I don't want to. I told my husband, I'm like, I don't want to fill this space up with. I don't want to fill up every storage space with stuff. I want it to just be the things that we know we're going to use, and it's not like we're just storing things in boxes or containers or whatever. If it's not being used, I don't know, within like 3 months, I'm gonna get rid of it. And so my closet is in the master bedroom, and it's a very small closet. Like, once I figure out what I'm keeping in that closet, I will show you guys like how small it is. And I was thinking to myself, I wanted to just keep that closet with everything that I'd wear for every season, but it's actually too small for that. So I will probably kind of like do winter and fall together, and then spring and summer I'm going to try. It's such a tiny closet, guys, and I have so much clothing, and there's so much stuff that I've sorted through of what I want to keep that I have to resort through to remove more clothes out of those containers that I've sorted. So I have like spring, summer, winter, fall in different containers, and then I have to go through and get rid of like half of each container, and even then probably more, to fit into the closet. And I'm just like, my husband's like, well, you can just keep them in the containers and just kind of put them. I'm like, no, I'm not keeping any more clothes in containers. I'm not putting them away in the closet. I mean, unless it's like seasonal, then I know I'm going to pull it out and replace it. But it's been difficult to even get a chance to really go through my clothes because AJ's been pretty clingy lately. So I've been trying to do as much as I can. I've been wearing him on me with the carrier, the Ergo baby carrier that I have, and he actually does pretty well in that. And I've gotten a lot of stuff done with him in the carrier. But now I need him out of the carrier, and I need to be able to try on the clothes and stuff, and I'm going to have to wait till my husband has time for me to do that. But then, now I've got this job that I'm going to be training for, and I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I don't know. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. I haven't really been getting much sleep either. My brain is just constantly thinking about all the things that I need to get done, and what I want to do, and how much time I'm going to have to do this. But I don't know. It's been a lot. But God is going to help me get through everything. And there's some other personal things going on in my family that's a little bit stressful as well. And I'm just trying to trust and have faith in God, and just be at peace and not overwhelmed, and not letting myself stress about things that I can't control. It's very difficult for me because I like to have control in every situation. But yeah, so it's been a long month. January has been an interesting start to the year, but I'm glad that we are moved. I'm glad that we got out of that little one bedroom apartment. It was very cramped, and I kept telling my husband, I'm like, well, we need to find a place. And I found this one on Facebook Marketplace, and our landlord is a Christian, which is amazing. We live in a nice neighborhood. We're also closer to my husband's 2 jobs that he works. My husband actually works 3 jobs. He has 2 jobs, 1 full-time, 1 part-time, and then 1 side business that he started. And he's making pretty good money with his side business, but we do need some extra income, especially because I would like to have a little bit of spending money. And even though my husband is not like making a big deal out of me spending money, I just feel like it would be nice to just work a little part-time, and I can take AJ with me. That is what's great about this school bus position, is that they will pay me for training, and then I can bring AJ on the bus with me. Like, it's great. I've been looking for a job that I could do and be able to bring my baby, but also he won't take away my attention from work, because he'll be in his car seat, and he's most likely going to sleep, because it'll be an early shift in the morning and like a late afternoon shift, and it's around the time that he would usually he would sleep in the morning, and then he'd probably take like another nap in that late afternoon pickup for the school bus route. So I'm excited. I'm really praying that everything works out. And if it's not God's plan or will for me to do this, and he just wants me to be a stay-at-home mom, that it won't work out. I was thinking about that this morning. I'm like, is this really what I should be doing? I mean, I don't feel, how to explain it? I don't feel like I shouldn't do it, but I also don't feel like I should do it. Like I'm struggling with knowing if this is God's plan, because I'm a little nervous about driving a school bus. And my mom made some comments about it, and she's not too excited about me doing it, even though she said, I'm going to pray that God's will be done. And I'm like, thanks. But I'm a little nervous about driving a school bus. But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, are these signs that I shouldn't do it? Because last night I was supposed to look for my social security card and I couldn't find it. And I'm very organized, and I always have my social security card in the same place with my birth certificate. And when I checked, I found the folder with my birth certificate, but not the social security card, and all my old social security cards. And I'm like, what happened to my new social security card? It's really weird that it's not in this folder. And I couldn't find that. And then this morning, my car not starting, AJ's sick. It's just like everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. But yet, AJ's crying now. I have to go get him. He's up from his nap. So yeah, it's been interesting. But pray for me if you guys are, of the Christian faith. Definitely need some prayers. I'm really wanting to make some extra money. But if not, I'm praying that my husband is able to make more money without having to work more, if that makes sense. That maybe one of his jobs, his full-time job really, could increase his wages. He's having to work 3 jobs, and to me that's a lot. And even though he's not expecting me to contribute any money at all, like, he's fine with me being a stay-at-home mom, and he loves providing for AJ and me. He's such a great husband. He's just like, yeah, you don't worry about anything. I'm going to take care of all the finances. But I feel like if I'm just making some extra money and we can just put it to the side in our savings account or invest it, then I feel like it's just a good thing, right? Otherwise, I'm praying that God shows me something that I can do within the home. I was thinking of babysitting or nannying. That was my other thing if the bus driving doesn't work out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And maybe that's more of an option since I have a bigger home now. I could do the nannying. I could babysit. I don't know why. I'm more nervous about taking care of someone else's child than I am driving a school bus. Even though I've done childcare in the past. I've worked in home daycares. I've worked in daycare centers. Like, I've worked in that environment. I've worked with children. I've worked with babies. Like, this is not something new to me, but I don't know why. I feel like we live in a different time now. Things are just so different, and people are so different, and expectations are just different with people nowadays. And I don't know. If I found a family that fit well and our children got along great, I think I would do it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and maybe I'll pick it up later. But just checking in. I'm gonna go get my baby because he's fussing. Okay, so it's 1:31, and I have not done much. I did get to have some lunch, and I went through some more of my clothing, but I'm struggling so bad. I almost want to pay someone, or ask my husband if we could pay someone to come help me get rid of things. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I opened up another bag, and I just was so anxious, feeling like overwhelmed. Because again, I want to keep everything that's in that bag, and I know that I can't, and I need to get rid of it. And I just walked away from everything. I just walked away from it. I'm like, I can't do this right now. It's overwhelming because it's so much. It's so much. And I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? But hopefully I'll be able to get through this at some point. It's very difficult because I don't know how much I want to keep of anything. And I have dresses. I have different types of dresses. I have casual dresses. I have dressy dresses. I have formal dresses. I have little black dresses. I have different types of tops. I have casual tops. I have dressy tops. I have just everything you could think of. And I'm like, okay, how do you get it to the point where it's like, okay, I have some stuff if I have a special occasion. But then part of me is like, just get rid of the special occasion stuff. And if you need something for a special occasion, just buy it at that time. I don't know why I did that. Like, I thought, like, every time I saw a dress that was really cute and on clearance, that was like a formal special occasion type of dress, I bought it. And I don't have that many, but I have enough where it's like, I've never worn them. I've never been invited to anything. I've never gone to any parties. I've never been to any events. And I don't know why I have all these dresses. And then I have dresses that are really cute for summer, like different types of dresses for that, winter dresses. I think my winter clothing is easier to organize than my summer stuff because I just love summer and I love dressing up during the summertime. I mean, I'll go to the grocery store in a really cute dress. I don't care. That's just how I am. I'm never like, I've never been, I shouldn't say I've never been, but after I turned 30, I stopped wearing like boring casual clothing, and everything I wear has some type of a style to it, some type of cute aesthetic. And I like that. I like that about my style. But I also need to figure out how to kind of like make pieces go together. But it's difficult because nothing that I own is of like a solid color. Everything's patterns and prints. And it's just difficult to kind of like blend, you know, take a top and be like, okay, I can wear it with these pants, those pants. I don't know. It's really challenging. I have a lot of jeans that I need to go through. A lot of really cute bell bottom jeans. Oh my god, different styles, patterns, so cute. And I'm like, I should sell these things, but I don't have the time to take pictures and post them on the internet and hope that someone buys them. And then I'm still hanging on to those things. And my husband's like, oh, just put them in a box, put them in a container. I'm like, then I have to go find them. If someone does say that they want to buy something, I have to go look for that item. And and the number of things that I have in bags right now is just a lot. It's too much. And I thought about taking all the bags after I get them sorted or organized, or after I've decided what I don't want. I was going to go back through all that stuff and sort them. So pants, dresses, skirt, like, no, I don't think I'm ever going to have the time to do that. And I kind of wish that I would have taken the time when my husband and I got married. I kept telling myself, you need to purge and you need to do it soon. And I didn't listen to myself because then I would have had way more time. And I think I don't even know if it would have been that much easier because here we have more space. Like, I have more space to kind of go through things, where the apartment was so small and every time I'd pull out my clothes, it would become even more overwhelming because I didn't have the space. But I don't know what to do. I need so much help with this. And I don't have any help. Like, I wish I had a sister. It would be so great if I had a sister that I could call on and be like, come over. And we're the same size. Take what you want. I actually honestly don't know very many people that are my size. And those people, I'm like the smallest person of the people that I know. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. It's just, and then also my style. My size and my style, I don't know a lot of people that are my size and my style. My mother-in-law has like a similar taste in clothing, I guess you could say. And she's pretty small, but I think she's actually smaller than me. And I don't even know if she'd actually be able to fit most of my stuff. And my stuff is pretty small, but she's tiny. She's really tiny. And I might see if she wants something, but she's also not, I don't think she's the type to have a lot of clothes. I think she kind of takes what she thinks that she wants to wear that brings her joy, the Marie Kondo method, which is what I'm trying to implement in my life. So, I mean, she might take a few pieces, but I don't think she would take enough. And I could go on Facebook Marketplace and just say, hey, any women that like bohemian style clothing that's small or extra small, come and go through my wardrobe. But then, I don't know. And then I could sell things, maybe like $5 a piece. I have a lot of clothing, and I could make a decent chunk of cash, even if I sold everything for $5 a piece. I mean, most of what I bought, I got pretty cheap. So I don't feel like I feel like I'm losing money by just giving it away. But then also I feel like I'm blessing someone. I don't know. Take it to the Goodwill. Take it to some type of place where they'll donate the clothes to women that need it. And I feel like that's what I should do. It's a struggle. My lips are really dry. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still sitting here thinking about this. I don't know, and I don't really know what to do with the rest of the day. AJ is sitting here beneath me, and he's been really, like I said earlier, I think I mentioned he's been really fussy. And I don't know if it's he is in the fussy phase. I use that Wonder Weeks app, and it says he's got like 7 more days of this fussy phase. But I feel like he's fussy more often than not. And I know he's not feeling well because he's got a runny nose and he's got the cold. But he's still in a good mood. Like, he's not sick where he's got like a fever or he's lethargic or tired. He is busy. I mean, he's doing everything. If I pull out a box, he's like, oh, what are you looking at? Let me go into this box of clothes. I had a garment bag of clothing and I laid it on the floor in his nursery. And he just like starts climbing all over it. And I'm trying to go through it, but he's climbing on top of the bag. Like, just rolling all over it. Like, it's a slide. He's sliding up and down. He's just having a good old time. And I'm like, AJ, mommy needs to go through this bag of clothing. But I can't do a lot of things because once I start doing something, he becomes very interested. And then he is in the way. So, and I can't keep him distracted enough to play with his toys. And I'm kind of hoping that next week some of my friends will pick days to come over and maybe bring their kids and they can play. Because if he had like some other kids here with him, he would be so fine. He would be out of my hair and playing and having a good time. But we don't really have people that come over to play. I've invited people over, and it's very hard to get mom friends to come over and make new mom friends. It's just, I don't know. You hear his cough. It's really bad. I just can't wait till he's better. I'm just glad he's not, he had a fever a month ago, and that was like the first time he was sick. And he was so lethargic, and he was just laying around, and I felt so bad for him. I'm like, oh, my little boy, he's not feeling good. You know, he didn't play with his toys. He didn't eat any of the solid foods that I was trying to give him. But at least he's still, like, in a good mood. He's bouncing around. He's fussy. Don't get me wrong. You're fussy, but you're still having fun and playing. Huh? Yes. Yes, you are. I know. But you just want to cuddle a mama, huh? You just want to be with your mama? Yeah? You just want to be with mama? You like looking out the window? He likes to see the cars driving by. Yeah, you like to see the cars driving by out the window? He's just looking out the window. He loves that. That's like his favorite thing to do now. It's so cute. We've got a lot of windows. Like, I love this place. He's got his own room. He's got his own nursery. It's so cute. And he's got his toys all set up in there. It's great. It's perfect. And it has big windows too. You can't really see much out of them. The living room windows are the best because you can see all the cars driving by, and he is very much interested in watching cars drive by. And he saw the mailman yesterday, so he was like, oh, who is that? But I think the mailman already came. I'm gonna have to check the mail in a little bit, but I didn't really do much so far. Oh, I washed some berries. We have a bunch of berries, and we've been cleaning them and putting them in jars. I found that on Pinterest. I thought that was a pretty cool way. So I washed all of our berries. We had strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. AJ loves berries. That's his thing. And I'm waiting for them to dry, and then I'm going to put them into jars and put them in the fridge. And I really wish I could do some laundry. We have a basement laundry room, and I'm not a fan. I don't really like basement laundries. They creep me out, honestly. And then also, my husband told me, he's like, be careful, because if you go down in the laundry room and you close the door behind you and you forget that and you don't take your key with you, you're going to lock yourself in. Which is fine, because there's another door that you can go out and come back around into the apartment. But I don't know. I really hate unfinished basement laundry rooms. I just don't like them. So I've only gone down in there twice, and not to do laundry. I saw it the first time we came to look at the place, and then I went down there the first day that we were moving in, just to kind of remind myself of what to expect. And I don't like it, no. And the neighbors upstairs, we share the basement, so honestly, if there was someone else down there with me, I would be fine, I think. So I'm thinking if I hear the neighbor upstairs, if I hear her go down there, I might just go down there and do laundry when she's in there. But they work during the day. And the neighbors upstairs, I don't know if they're married or not. It's a couple. And they're not home during the day. They're home in the evening because they were down there last night, but it was pretty late. And they also have a gym equipment set up downstairs in the basement, in the main area of the basement that they use. So I could hear them talking. Like I hear the voices, which I had been trying to figure out. I was like, can they hear us upstairs? And are we gonna hear them while we're down here? But when we were here, like for the whole week, I really didn't hear them at all. And I was like, oh, that's good. Okay. I'm thinking it's maybe pretty soundproof living in this house together because they're in the upstairs and this used to be a home. I don't know. So I never could hear them. And then all of a sudden I could hear them, but I could only hear them on one side of the apartment, which is more close to the front door. And I thought they were maybe in the hallway because our hallways are adjacent to the front door, and I thought, oh, maybe they're just talking in the hallway and they're leaving, and that's why I could hear them. But I'm like, no, I can hear them a little further down the hallway by AJ's room. And then last night we were sitting in the living room, which is near the front door. Like if you go past that rack, there's a hallway that goes to the front door. And I could hear them, and my husband looks at me and he goes, they're in the basement. And I'm like, oh, their voices are carrying from the basement. It's not that I can hear them in their apartment. I can hear them from the basement. And I'm like, that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense when I think about the layout of the basement. So they must have been down there working out. And you could hear them talking. And I think the last time I heard them, there was some music playing. So I think they had music playing and they were working out. So I just not worry, but I just don't want them to have to hear AJ crying because he does wake up at night sometimes and he cries. And there are some nights where we have a difficult time getting him to go to sleep. And it's not every night. And I just never know when it's going to happen. And I know they work and, living with somebody that has a baby is rough for people that don't have kids and don't understand. Like, they're loud. Babies are loud. They fuss. They cry. And I haven't, I want to ask them, like, can you hear him? But also, does it seem like I'm just being, not a jerk, but it's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I want to apologize. Like, oh, I'm sorry. If you can hear my baby crying, and again, give them earplugs. My husband was like, just give them earplugs and just be like, oh, we're sorry. No. But I don't know. I'm really tired. I'm so tired. If you guys can't look at my face and tell how tired I am. I am like a month of tired. Just not getting any sleep. See? She's fussing now. And I really don't know why. Are you okay? What's the matter, honey? What do you want to do? You want to get down? I can put you down. If you don't want to be on the couch anymore. Oh, here you go. Oh, there you go. He doesn't want to be on the couch. He wants to be down because he wants to get into some things. You want to get into messing around with mommy's clothes and stuff? Yeah, so I was going to take him out for a walk, but I don't know if I should do that because he's not feeling well because it was cold. But honestly, I'm burnt out being inside the house. I actually hadn't had a car for a little over a month. My car was being used by my husband to go to work. And his car was in the shop. And then we left it in the shop after they fixed it for like another 2 weeks. Because we didn't have the money to get it out. And then they called us and they were like, yeah, you got to come get your vehicle. It's been here too long. We need the space. So we picked it up and we did that. Oh gosh, late last week. And I've only left the house maybe twice to go to appointments. And now, today, the car wouldn't start, so I don't have a vehicle. And I don't know, hopefully my husband can get it going. I don't know why it's not started. We replaced the battery recently. It's not been that long ago. I hope there's not a bigger issue. But I'm going to have to end this here and pay attention to my little one because he's getting into things. And maybe I will end this later. Okay, so it is 11 a.m. on the dot, exactly. And I'm home. This morning, my husband and I woke up probably around 9 o'clock, and we got AJ ready, and we left and went to this local bakery down the street. And so my husband has this new tradition that he started for us as a family, that every Saturday morning when we get up, we have to go to the bakery and get our favorite baked goods. So mine are cake donuts, and my husband loves apple fritters. And so we went there, we got that. And this bakery is so popular, you guys. Like, they make really good baked goods, and you have to get there early to get the good stuff. So last week we went, and my husband wanted to get apple fritters, and they were completely out. And I think he went. We didn't go with him. I think he went at like 11 a.m. And so they told him, you can put in an order the weekend before, and then they'll hold it for you so that when you come in to pick it up, it's there. So he did that last week. He called and asked them to hold some apple fritters for him, and he picked those up. So we picked those up, got my donuts, and then my husband dropped me off at home, took AJ over to his dad's apartment that his dad owns, and his uncle lives there, so he's visiting with them. And I told him, just drop me off at home. I really want to get some stuff done. I want to do some cleaning. There's a lot to do, honestly. Like I said in my previous, 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I said that we moved, and it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. Our dining room is a chaotic mess. You can even just see from here. We got AJ a new car seat finally. He needed a new one. He needed one of the ones that he can grow up in. And so my husband got that last night when we went to Walmart. But you can see here, I've got like so much stuff I gotta do. We've got a lot of big giant garbage bags in the dining room, and that's the clothes that I'm getting rid of. Like I said before, I am a hoarder. I will admit it. I'm a hoarder, and no more. I'm a hoarder no more. I used to be a hoarder. We're done with that. We're starting over. We're no longer keeping things that we don't need, and we're done with that. We're done. And I'm gonna try to get rid of some more stuff today. I was in the bedroom trying to go through like my underwear and socks and get that together, pajamas, all of that, because they've just been in a box, and it's been kind of frustrating because it was like I want my stuff put away. So we're gonna go into the bedroom. I don't know. I'm kind of embarrassed to even show like what a mess it is, but this is real life. This is real life. This is me, a stay-at-home mom, trying to get my stuff together since we moved into this new place. Okay, so bags of stuff that I need to get rid of. It's a mess, guys. It's a mess, and I'm just trying to go through like pajamas over here. I really need to make more organized piles, but right now I'm just trying to figure it out. Just trying to figure out like what I want to keep and get this room together. And I need to change the bed sheets, and I don't know. I don't have a lot of space. Like even here, there's a mess in the closet. I can't believe I'm showing this on the internet, but I've got my sweaters hung up. I've got my shoes here hanging on this thing here, and I went through and got rid of some shoes. But the closet is very small, and my husband and I are not sharing this closet. It's just my closet, and he gets the bigger one, which is in the spare bedroom. And the spare bedroom we're turning into like an office / workout area. But yeah, that is what I'm working with. So I'm going through by season. I'm going to do it by season and get rid of stuff during the season that I'm in. So it's winter right now, and once winter ends and I'm going to put my spring / summer clothes in the closet, I'm going to go through the winter stuff and get rid of things that I didn't wear and just kind of like purge, and then take that out, put it in one of those vacuum sealed bags, and save it for next year. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get through everything before summer comes. Like I don't want to go through everything. Like I have winter clothes, fall clothes, spring clothes, summer. Spring and summer pretty much stay together. And I guess you could put fall and winter clothes together too, but fall actually is an entirely different wardrobe because the colors. I'm a color girl. Like, I love colorful clothes. So all of my clothes are colorful. And that's the thing, like, it's different when you're a minimalist who has like I have a friend who's a minimalist and she only wears black. Her whole wardrobe is just literally black. And for me, that's boring. I mean, it looks great on her, whatever, but that's her thing, and she's really good at being a minimalist. She has like nothing. And I'm not aspiring to be that level of minimalist, but I'm not wanting to be a maximalist either, which is the new thing where people are like, oh, just have as much stuff as you want. You know, my mother-in-law says that she's maximalist, and I'm like, that's great. I need to let go of things. I can't have my house just full of things that don't mean anything to me. Like, I'm not going to be minimalist as in I don't have any furniture or I don't have any like decor items. Like, I'm not that type of minimalist. I'm just minimizing, that's not a word. Minimizing my wardrobe and minimizing the things that I have that I don't use that could go to someone else who could use it. And so I'm really trying to think hard about how I wanted to do this without making myself feel like I'm losing something that I'm going to want to keep later. And so I think I've done a pretty good job of getting rid of a lot of things, but I still have a lot that I've been holding on to. And so I separated my clothes of all things that I wanted to keep, and I put them in, we have like a storage closet by the baby's nursery. And so I put everything in there, and when spring comes, I'm going to pull spring and summer out, and I'm going to figure out what am I keeping. And I think that the problem is that in my head, I'm like, there has to be something for different purposes, right? So, like, let's take fall, for example. My fall clothes, I have a lot of different fall colors, right? I have like cute pants that are like boho-y for fall, and I like that 70s vintage vibe. Like, I have stuff for that, but I'm trying to think of where would I wear those type of clothes. You know, right now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm not really going anywhere. I'm not out doing anything. I don't work anymore, and so my wardrobe was more so because I worked, and I had a lot of stuff that I could rotate and wear to work. And so now I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I did, like I mentioned, I did apply for that bus driving job, and I did start training, which I'll talk about that in a minute. Yesterday, I did go to training on Friday. But yeah, so anyway, my wardrobe, I had a lot of clothes that I could wear to work. So now I'm like, what do I keep? So I have a box of clothes that are like work style clothing, and just a few pieces that I wanted to keep that I felt like if ever for some reason I needed that style of clothing, I don't know, and maybe who knows, but it's pieces that I really like that I'm like, oh, I don't want to just give these away. Like, I really like this jacket, like, I really like these dress pants. So I kept 2 jackets, I kept 2 or 3 dress pants, and then I kept like 3 shirts. And so I put those in a box. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep in that box all of my like formal dresses that I really like. So I have a really cute formal dress for the winter. I have some formal dresses for like summer styled formal dresses. And I don't know. Really, honestly, I'm like, I should just give them away, but they're really cute, and I know I'm never going to be able to get those specific dresses because everything that I pick is actually really unique. Everything that I decide to keep is very unique. Like, the style is unique. Like, it's not something that you would see anyone else wearing. And I'm like, I don't want to part with this stuff. So I have that box. But my biggest struggle is going to be my summer clothes because I have so many summer dresses, and I'm like, what is this summer going to be like? With a baby who pukes on you all the time, who pukes all the time, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. So I've got the whole box of dresses, summer dresses, and that's the thing too. Like, I've got summer dresses that are like for, I don't know, just maybe going for a walk or just going to the park, just some type of casual dress. I've got short length summer dresses. I've got long maxi dresses. I've got dresses that I feel like are appropriate more for church. I mean, not that my clothes are inappropriate, but it's like I'm not gonna go to church in a dress that has my back out. But I like the little backless dresses for the summer. Like if my husband takes me on a little date or something, I think it's cute. So, I have some dresses like that. But I don't know. We're gonna be looking super cute this summer. I'm just wearing a different dress every day. I don't care. I'm gonna take AJ out. We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna do things together. And I don't care. People are looking at me like, why is this girl why is she dressed like this? I feel like my clothes are not too dressy, but other people think that in this area. This area is different. It's different style. People don't really dress like how I dress. And so I've always felt like people look at me and they're like, oh, your outfit's so cute. Where are you going? I'm like, I'm just going to the mall. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm running errands. Like, I think like it shouldn't matter, but so that's that. And here I am on my phone recording the video, and I really need to get going before AJ and my husband get back. So that's that. So we're gonna go in the room and we're gonna try to tackle the pajamas, bras and underwear and lingerie and get that organized, get rid of the stuff that I don't need, and get the bedroom clean. I'm gonna put new bedding on the bed, and hopefully we get it done. I don't know if I'm gonna do a little montage of me cleaning. I don't want to show that mess again. It's too much, but I gotta get going. All right, it is 11:45. 11:45? No, it's not 11:45. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 4:46 p.m.
4:46. It is 4:45 p.m. and I'm currently nap trapped by my baby. He's breastfeeding now, but he was taking a nap on me, and it had been about an hour of him sleeping, and actually probably a little longer than an hour. I've been trying to put him down in his pack and play in the nursery, and as I've told you before, he is making it very challenging to sleep in his pack and play. Like, he just doesn't want to go down. He gets fussy, and I kind of think a lot of it has to do with the separation anxiety that babies experience around this time. And so I think after this little phase passes that I should have a better handle of getting him to go back in his pack and play. But right now it's not happening, and I still have a lot to do. My husband came back shortly after I talked about going through my clothes and stuff, and while AJ played in the living room, I continued to go through like my workout stuff. I have gotten rid of quite a bit of workout clothing. I had a lot. I mean, if I would have shown you how much I had before I started going through it last week, it's embarrassing. It's like really embarrassing how much I own. But a lot of the workout clothing was from when I was in aerial dance and pole dance, and that was the last 5 years. For 5 years I was doing that before I got pregnant. And during that time, I collected a lot of clothes, a lot of workout clothes, mostly from Forever 21. They have a lot of cute sets. I have a lot of cute sets from them of different patterns, not even like solid colors, not just solid colors, but like really pretty sets that are different patterns. And they're so cute. And I'm like, which one do I want to keep? I like them all. I don't know. So, and everything still fits. Like, I kind of wish like nothing fit. So I still have a lot to get rid of. I've been putting them away just to kind of get a look at how I want to put them away. Not in my closet. I have a dresser, so I think I'm going to use the 2 dressers that I have for some of my clothes, but I don't want to overfill them. Like, I want to keep it very basic and minimal. Like, here's a drawer for workout pants, here's a drawer for the bras. And so I'm trying to get it down to maybe like 8 sets and like 5 pairs of shorts, and that's it. And I have more than that. So it's really been a struggle trying to decide. So right now I'm just gonna hold on to some things, and as I realize that I'm not really wearing certain sets, I'm just going to go ahead and donate them. because a lot of the sets were cute for just when I would go to aerial dance and I'd want to do a video, and I would always have a really cute set on when I would be practicing, or just to record a video of anything that I learned that day when I would go to aerial classes. But I'm not taking aerial classes anymore, and I'm just working out from home, and it's not like anyone's going to see what I'm wearing. But then I keep thinking to myself, what if I go back when AJ's a little older? I'm going to want to have cute workout outfits for when I go back. So that's another reason why I'm struggling with getting rid of what I have. But I did also go through my swimwear. I have a lot of swimsuits. I don't even know how to swim, guys. I don't. I've tried to take swim lessons, but I have a lot of cute bikinis, and we rarely went to the beach last year or the summer before. I think during the time that I've known my husband, we've gone to a beach 1 or 2 times. And I love the beach. Like, if I could go to the beach more often, I would. When I used to live in Michigan, I used to live very close to a beach, and I used to go there often. Back then, I didn't really have a lot of bathing suits, but for some reason, it was like I was on Shein. Absolutely fast fashion, guys. Don't do it. It is literally a trap, and you will just be buying all kinds of cheap clothing because it's cheap, and a lot of it's cute, and it's like, do I really need this? No. So I last summer ordered a bunch of bikinis that they had on clearance, and they were so cheap. They were like $3 because they were selling out of the designs or the sets that I bought. They maybe had like one extra small left, and I'm like, okay, I'll buy this. And it's funny because when I bought the bikinis, was I pregnant? I think I bought them while I was pregnant, so I didn't even get to try them on because I didn't fit any of them. And when I got them, I felt really uncomfortable in them, and I was like, oh, none of these fit. But I did buy them in hopes that by this time, summer's coming up, that I'd be able to wear them and possibly fit into them. So I wasn't really sure if that was going to happen. And the funny thing is that some of them fit, some of them don't, and some of them I don't really like how they look. So I ended up just getting rid of some of the sets, and it's because I've lost so much weight, and a lot of weight in my butt. And that is like, so I feel like I have a flatter butt than I did before I got pregnant. So I have to work on that. I have to fix that because it's not what I wanted to happen when I started losing weight after having AJ. So kind of struggling there, but my food is here. I didn't get to close out the video because I had food that had arrived and I wanted to eat, and then I forgot. But I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to share more of my experience as a stay-at-home mom. Hey, so it's me from the future editing this video and realizing that there was some footage that I lost and deleted, which was the day that I had my training for the school bus driving position. It was on a Friday, and I don't know what happened to that footage, but I basically just wanted to let you guys know how that went. And it was pretty much chaos. AJ was very fussy, and the guy that was the trainer was super accommodating. He was so nice and kept telling me how great AJ was doing, and I'm like, he is fussing the entire time. We're trying to go through this material. And then AJ finally went to sleep towards the end of the class, and it was like a 2-hour class. And I felt bad because AJ was fussy because he really just wanted to take a nap. And the class was during his nap time, unfortunately. And so the guy was like, okay, let's get you, hold on a second. Let's get you to the DMV so you can take a test. And I'm like, a test? He wanted me to take 2 of the tests. He wanted me to take the signs test and some other tests. So he actually sat in my car while AJ slept. And I went in, took the 2 tests. I failed the 1 test, but I passed the science test. I can't remember the other test that I had to take. And I was kind of like, why is he making me take these tests? But he just wanted me to get the feel of what it would be like. And then I went home, thought about it, thought that it would not be a good idea for me to continue going with HA. And I don't have a babysitter. So I told him, let's wait and see what happens in September. And the trainer was like, that's cool. He was understanding about it. So I actually never went back. They're going to contact me in September to see like what everything's like. So hopefully by that time, AJ's a little more, has a better temperament. He's not so clingy. And then he got sick anyway Monday. So he would have been sick that Monday. And we've been fighting sickness for like a whole month. So I honestly feel like it was a good decision that I decided not to go back. So that's basically it. That's all I wanted to just add to this video, is just letting you guys know that unfortunately I won't be a school bus driver at this time. I will be going through a new training, and we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm actually thinking of getting into doing not home daycare, but just maybe nannying for someone's kids in their home or my home. I think that'll be like the better option for me. Even though it's weird, I actually feel more comfortable driving with the idea of driving a school bus than taking care of someone else's kid. Even though I have worked in daycares and stuff, and I have helped and that's part of the reason why, because a lot of times people have too many kids that they're watching, and you just have to really know what you're doing. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. So anyway, I have to get going, but that's all I wanted to say.